Hey everybody, this is Nick Gibson and Doug
Doug.
Pennington,
Yes.
and we would like to start our new pastor's walk off with apologizing for the great distance of time between our last one and this one.
That must have been your fault, Nick.
Yes.
No, you know, there's been an awful lot going on in the church with Jim's injury and things like that, so we really have neglected this, and I apologize as well, because this is a venue that we hope to be using more and more to keep people in touch with the stuff that's going on at the church.
And we make a new and sincere commitment today to try to do this.
Upgrade this every couple weeks.
Every couple weeks.
New,
at least, yeah.
new video blog every couple weeks. Okay?
Not always with super high video quality, but something that is audible and informative.
Yeah. And speaking of Jim, let me say that as of last night, this is Wednesday, the 8th, as of last night he was back in Bay Medical Center, and they've had some complications with his hip, and it wound up being dislocated. So it's tough on him, but they really are expecting a full recovery. But this is, you know, he's been really beat up with surgeries in both his face, his hip, his ankle, so there's going to be a good bit of recovery time. But Jim is, he's strong, he's committed, he's got a good attitude, and so he'll be back. We just want to be in prayer support for him during this time. And I should say, a thing that's happened is that this, of course, the loss of Jim's leadership in congregational care and in the pulpit and such, has put some more burden on Nick and myself, but there's also been a wonderful thing where the lay pastors that Jim trained, some 31 lay pastors here in the church, have really stepped forward and stepped up to help us with congregational care. And so many of you know about that, and you've had a lay pastor visit you in the hospital or a nursing home or in your home during recovery, and so we really appreciate that. Barb Cloud and Carol Hill have taken some leadership in making assignments, and this is just super. This is the way it should. This is the way it should be. And that's one of the good things that God has brought out of a very difficult situation since Jim crashed his plane. What else? Yes. Sunday. Was that good?
I thought it was really good. And we've had pretty much universal feedback that people really liked it. So.
Yeah, so it's been, the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. It's not something that we can do every Sunday. It's an awful lot of work to get every musician and all the music groups together at once. Yeah. And we don't have that capability of putting that energy into every Sunday, and because it was quite a departure from our 8 o'clock traditional service, we won't be, we're not planning on doing that there for a long time. We realized that was a real departure for them, but we hope to do it periodically at the 9:30 and 11 contemporary services.
Yeah, and part of the biggest reason to do this really wasn't for the congregation's enjoyment, but it was actually to unify and bring together our music and production teams and let them work together more closely, and it really worked for that too.
Yes.
The testimonies are that the choir had a lot of fun, all the band leaders had a lot of fun, and the technology people got to step everything up, and it went really well technologically. Right. So we're just really proud of everybody. So if you're in those departments, or help with, or whatever, and if you're not, encourage them because they did a great job.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can't run that many microphones and that many channels alone. And a lot of people were working, and so if you have an interest in those kinds of things, there's a place for you.
Yeah, now speaking of technology, one of the technological upgrades we're planning on doing is going to be in the chapel.
Yeah, recently, for example, when Alexi spoke on Father's Day, though the video feed was sent in there, they watched it on a television screen, it wasn't the best. What we're looking to do is put a full-size video screen and a video projector in there, permanently mounted from the ceiling, that will allow us to do simulcasts from the sanctuary and have it at very high quality. So this will be impressive. We hope to get that arranged where it can also be useful for classes and seminars that are taught in their Sunday school classes, and this is going to be good for everyone. It's going to be a major upgrade for the chapel.
Yep, it's going to be great. In terms of service, one of the things that we committed to as a local church some months ago was to be involved in feeding the homeless downtown in Panama City the 4th Thursday of each month.
Yes, and so we're looking to our small groups to take on this responsibility, and sometimes there's been some difficulty. So if you have a small group, or if you just want to organize a group to do this, if you're interested, then contact us here at the office, and we can get you set up for one of those Thursdays. But there's different churches around take responsibility so that every Thursday is covered, and this is a good place where people can get a good hot meal.
Yeah, one of the reasons we're specifically mentioning this is that God sort of redeployed Kathy Bird's administrative skills mostly to another Christian ministry in town. And so she just isn't here to do the administrative work she's been doing. And she really was the first person to oversee deployment for that.
Right.
So we really need individual small group leaders and families or people who are game for this kind of thing to step up and take initiative.
Sure. And another, a parallel ministry for people going through difficulty right now is the fact that every first Sunday we ask you to bring non-perishable foods to the church, and we distribute those to the Rescue Mission and other places of need every month. So keep that in mind, put that on your schedule, and let's share what we've got with those who are in need right now.
Yeah, and lots of people I think have seen commercials on TV recently that national food banks are badly depleted and so on.
Yeah.
So this is a very, very vital ministry. More people are relying on food banks than have been before in the recent history in our county. So it's a really important thing. And let me just also say, particularly moms who are going out to the grocery store and you're bringing your kids, this is a great opportunity to teach them about giving.
Yes.
For them to pick out a canned item or something, and for that purpose, it's a great teaching opportunity that I hope you'll take advantage of.
Sure. Yeah, pick up one and say, this is for us, or pick up another one for the Rescue Mission. Good thing. We got some concerts coming up.
A couple of concerts coming up. August 7th is going to be Cool Hand Luke, and there'll be two other bands playing there. One is Save the Ship, that our own Thomas Irby's in, and Leah Irby. And also, there's going to be another one a little bit later on, so keep your eye on the bulletin so you get to take advantage. These are pretty low costs, $5 to $10 cover fees, good bands. We've been told this is actually a great time to have concerts because bands are looking for places to play right now. So it's just some value added we get to do that I think you'll really enjoy. So keep your eyes open for that in bulletins and newsletters.
And tune back in a couple weeks, and we'll have you a fresh video blog. Okay? Thanks, guys.